What's going on, 8th graders? This is going to be part 2 of that basketball video. So right now, click my flag, and where you should be at is your bars moving back and forth. You have your basketball hoop. Next step is I need to put, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to put some code on this sprite that's going to tell the basketball to shoot. So that's going to look like events, and this is a new one. When space is pressed, make that a little bigger. When space key is pressed, I'm going to go to control, if, so when I press the space bar, if something happens, then I want it to do this. So I'm going to go to sensing, and these blocks fit in there, and I'm going to go touching color. Now if I drag it up, as soon as it highlights white, I can drop it in. If you don't have it highlight white and you just put it like that, nothing's going to work. Highlight, drop in. Now, to change this color, I'm going to click on the color with my mouse and watch. You'll see it turns from an arrow to a pointer finger. Now I can come down, pick up this color, I'm going to click, and it's green. If I wanted yellow, yellow, and red, red. So I'm going to actually have one for all three of these colors. So I'm going to go when space key is pressed, if touching color green, then I'm going to go to event, broadcast, new message, green. So now I'm going to do the same thing for yellow and red. So I'm going to go when space key is pressed, control, if touching yellow, broadcast, yellow. Now, one thing that I'll just point out, to not have to drag all these blocks of code out, because all I'm really doing is changing the color in what's broadcasting, I can click on the stamp, duplicate, so there's my third one, and I can just change this from green to red, from green to red. Cool. Now, with the basketball, I'm going to set this up so when I go events, when the flag is clicked, motion, I always want it to go to this location down here. Then I'm going to go to events, when I receive green, what I want it to do is green is going to be a bucket, or it's going to be a made shot. So I'm going to go motion, and I'm going to use a glide. I'm going to keep moving these glide codes up towards the hoop so it goes in. Now, if I just run it like this, so it should be working if I hit green, but the problem is you'll notice it's going really slow. So to speed that up, all of these 1 second timers, I need to change it to 0.1, and actually maybe 0.2 is better time. Otherwise it's going to go really fast. I thought it'd be so hard to click on that. Now, I'm going to do something very similar to if it gets yellow and red, but yellow could be like off the rim and red could be like a complete miss. So we're going to go to events, when I receive yellow, new set of glide codes, motion, glide. Now one thing I didn't do, I'm going to make a duplicate of this block and put it right there and right here. So the ball always will start over when it goes through. And then maybe for events, when I receive red, motion, I'll just have it glide. So now it's working, but I need to shorten these codes, these times, because those are short. Or I'm sorry, not short, they're slow. And miss, and miss. So basically it's working the way I want it to right now. We just need to add a scoreboard. So to do that, we're going to add one more new sprite. So I'm going to make a black box. I'll have this one filled actually. So fill, text, red, just like a scoreboard. Score. Now, I can still edit it. I can't edit it anymore, but now I can move it around or make it bigger. So that's that, and then I'm going to put a red box in here. You'll see what that's for in a second. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a duplicate of that. So this one, red text 0. This one is going to be 1. 2. Obviously, you could have as many as you want, but for the sake of efficiency here, I'm going to just do these ones. So now I'm going to move it because that's too big. Shrink. So score. Now I'm going to go to scripts, events. When flag is clicked, I'm going to be changing the way this looks. So when I click the flag, I want the score to be costume 1. Then events, when I receive green, which is the made basket, I want it to wait a second, and then looks, switch costume to, not that one, to next costume, so it looks like it's going. So flag 0 and should go in 1. Should go in 2. And I should miss, nothing happens. So there's a couple things about this that I don't really like. One, I would like it so if I hit yellow, it has a chance to go in, but probably won't. I still think the basketball is moving too fast, so I probably would slow that down a little bit. I'd probably change it to 1/3 of a second, maybe 1/4. Could add a different backdrop or more of a backdrop. You could have a person shooting, maybe have a little bit more detailed scoreboard. But fundamentally, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So this is part 2, and have a great weekend.